Hello all and welcome on board the Amazing Celebrity Summit. I'm so excited to be able to show you this fantastic ship today. This tour was shot in July of 2021, so she has received her Celebrity Revolution and has been fully upgraded, all new staterooms and all new stunning public areas. Now on this tour of Celebrity Summit, I like to kind of run my ship tours starting at the top and working our way down, going through all of the public areas so you can kind of experience the ship as we did, kind of, as you were walking on board, sort of a point of view. So right now we are on deck 11. This is the Sundeck and jogging track. As you can see, we're kind of walking around the walking and jogging track right now. That does do full laps around the Sundeck there. Lots of loungers if you do like to sunbathe on your sea days or even in port days. And we're moving towards the back of the ship right now, going past the midship elevators right there that were on your left, and we're going to be headed inside, and we're going to be going into Cuisine. Cuisine is one of the fantastic specialty dining venues on board. It is an extra cost, but for the price, I think it's worth it. Summed up, Cuisine is dinner and a show, essentially. You're going to get a little presentation of your meal being prepared. Obviously, not your actual meal. There are projectors that display onto the tables and show a cute little animation while your actual meal is being prepared. The dining room wasn't set up, obviously, because this is very early in the morning, but all those tables have little projectors above them where you can see your meal. Those are the midship elevators that we just went past. And now we're going to go back out onto the Sundeck. There are some more loungers here. If the ones on the Sundeck around the pool are occupied, this is a nice little area. There's usually not many people back here. So you can lounge kind of more in relaxation and away from the music if they're playing a lot of music on the pool deck. So now we're going to go up to deck 12 where the Rooftop Terrace area is, and also I almost forgot about the sports area that is up here on deck 12. There's a nice little basketball court right off to your left here. It's got 2 basketball hoops, 2 soccer nets. They do hold some activities here, a couple little kind of basketball tournaments, even dodgeball, I believe, as well on that during mostly some sea days. And now we're going to be at the very back of the ship. This is the Rooftop Terrace area. Very relaxing, very chill area to be in if you want to, get away from everything and anybody. There wasn't many people out here at all on our cruise. Lots of seating, as you can see there on the left. Those are kind of more private couches and everything. And this area of the Rooftop Terrace, lots and lots of seating. Actually some beds there in the back. Well, I guess they're just 2 little loungers, not really a bed, but they do have lots of cushioning. Huge movie screen where they do show feature films there. I think that's more they do if there's like a sporting event, like the Super Bowl, stuff like that. They might show that out there, have little activities, but it is a nice relaxing area that you can go to, read a book if you do that stuff, and lots of great viewing if you are in port from back here. Lots of good picture opportunities. And speaking of that, look at that sunrise. This is on the other side of the Rooftop Terrace area, kind of just a mirror image. Lots of seating that you can just kind of chill out in, be on your phone if you want to there. This is the other side of the sports court. As you can see, there is the other basketball hoop there right at the base of the funnel. Now we are on the starboard side of the ship, or the right hand side of the ship, and to get up to the Rooftop Terrace here, if you do have some accessibility issues, right there on the right hand side, that is a little wheelchair lift. So if you have somebody with a scooter or a wheelchair, they can get up there and enjoy those movies with you. And again, just turning around on the starboard side, more loungers there that you can sit out. Again, there is really no noise in this area. You possibly might get some noise from the sports court if there are people shooting hoops up there. I don't think they have music though, so I wouldn't worry too much about that. But it is a nice area to relax. Coming around here, we are kind of back at the midship area, and we're going to go walk back out onto the pool deck. Beautiful pool deck. And a nice sun lounge area here. This can possibly get busy during the day. Lots of people up here. So if you do want to walk or run on this jogging track here, I would recommend kind of about the time I shot this video, which is about 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, or later in the evening, like right before dinner time. People are getting ready for that. It's a lot more peaceful there. You don't have to worry about people getting up from the chairs and getting in your way. It is a lot more relaxing. Right in the center of your screen, that is the Mast Bar. It's a nice little bar. If you are up on the sun deck, get a little parched, need to get a little drink or a cocktail in you, they do have seating areas on both sides, a little shaded as well there, so you can enjoy your drink. Right now we are actually going to move up to deck 12 again, and we're going to go into the retreat area. The retreat Sundeck is what this is called. It is suite guests only. We were not in a suite, but on the very last day before we disembarked, the area was open. I think they were just cleaning and stuff, so I went up there to shoot a little bit of footage. It is a beautiful space if you do have a suite that you can relax in. Little day beds here, cabanas, those little circular pod things, whatever you want to call them. They do have a little piece on the back there that does come up so you can get some shade. And this is the very front of the ship again, where all of those lounges are lined up. There also is a nice whirlpool again right at the front of the ship. There also is that chair there, so if you do have somebody with some mobility issues, they can enjoy that lovely whirlpool there in the suite area. Again, lovely cabanas. I wish we could have enjoyed these. I probably would have fell asleep. Also, there's a nice shower there so you can rinse off if you get too hot. On the chairs, as you can see as well, they do give you towels. Those are all ready for you, ready to go there. This is just a lovely area. Also, the little step-up area I forgot about as well. Just some regular chairs with your shaded areas there. So if you want to play some cards, that's a lovely, lovely place to do that. Again, shower on the other side right next to that whirlpool so you can rinse off. So we're now back down on deck 11. We're going to go inside. We'll just duck under this little rope here. Obviously, it was not closed. I was out walking on it. Beautiful little art piece that they have on all Millennium class ships there with all of the windows that give it great amount of light. And right now, we're entering the Star Lounge at the very front of the ship on deck 11. This is a absolutely fantastic, beautiful space. There are windows all the way around that encompass the front of the ship, which we're facing now. So it's a lovely area, lots and lots of natural light, tons and tons of different kinds of seating. They do use this area as, it's a multi-purpose area, essentially. They obviously have a nightclub here. We had our silent disco one night here. They do have a dance floor or bandstand. Lots of tables here. They also did our trivias here. I think they potentially might change that venue up, but it is a nice area to do your daily trivias. Tons of seating, obviously kind of a little more private there too. And on your left, there is a full service bar. So it does turn into a nightclub. You can get your alcohol there if you're feeling it for your drink package. This, as I was saying earlier, is kind of the dance floor bandstands where we had our silent disco and our trivia. But it is just a lovely area. And if you were to take one of these Millennium class ships, up to Alaska, this is a beautiful area just to watch the mountains sail by and all of the beautiful scenery that you do get up there. And now we're, again, still at the front of the ship. These are the front elevators that will take you down to your staterooms and everything too. On the other side, on the port side of the ship, there is Camp at Sea. This is the kids area on board Celebrity Summit. Obviously, I'm not a kid, so can't go in there. Plus, it was closed, so I wish I could show you that. But it is a nice little area where they do have lots of activities for your kids, basically ages 18 and under. And now moving down to deck 10, we are going to come out into the Solarium area. This is an adults only area, so people ages 16 and up are allowed in this space. It is nice and quiet. They usually don't have music. Well, it's more kind of a relaxing, spa music. This is kind of more of like an extension of the spa, which we'll get to. It's on the other side of the ship. So they do have like a velocitherapy pool with the little chairs you can sit in. Obviously lots of couches here as well, so adults can relax. There is 2 whirlpools, one on either side, you'll see. And this area here is the Spa Cafe. They're open for breakfast and lunch, and they have more lighter options. So if you're not looking to have like a huge meal, that's a nice place to go. Real refreshing options. And they also do have fresh fruit smoothies there. Those are actually not covered under your regular drink package that you'd get with your Celebrity Cruise Fare. You do have to upgrade to the premium beverage package in order to get those, or you just pay for the smoothie itself if you prefer. This is the pool area, main pool deck here. There are 2 pools, a couple of whirlpools right there on the side, as you can see. Lots of loungers, and they haven't got to it yet at this point when I filmed, but they do put towels out on all of the chairs for you to have, so you don't have to worry about going to pick up a towel or anything. Lots of great lounging area right there between the 2 pools if you're looking to soak up some sun. And right in front of you, that is the pool grill with all of the seating in front of it. They have hamburgers, hot dogs, you know, kind of your all-American style lunch. I believe they are also open for dinner. So if you need like a quick bite and you're not really feeling the buffet, you don't feel like leaving the pool area, that's a nice little place to go just to, you know, get some grilled entrees. And now we are moving to the very back of Deck 11. This is where you are going to find your main buffet of the ship. It's called Ocean View Cafe. Tons and tons and tons of options here. We are on the starboard side of the ship, and as you enter, they do have a nice little TV here that shows you kind of the layout of Ocean View Cafe, where all the options are. And on this side of the ship, we are on the starboard side, that is where you can get your soft serve ice cream. They do have some gelato there as well, and a couple other little desserts. And this is very early in the morning, so they haven't really gotten breakfast set up yet, so I'm not going to really go through the food, but trust me, there was plenty of it. On the left there, you can see they're getting the beverage station set up with your juices, your water, tea, all that good stuff. And on your right, that is a bar. They have quite a few options, sodas, beers, not a full bar, but you can get some alcohol if you do want some there while you're in Ocean View Cafe. Another beverage station here on the right. This is where the coffee and everything is as well, but it's the same options as what was just seen a couple seconds ago. This is the back area where the grill is. The pizza there actually will be off to your right. Obviously, they don't have that set up for breakfast at the moment. And now we're going to move just past Ocean View Cafe out onto the very back of the ship. Lovely seating area out here if you do want to eat outdoors after you get your buffet food. And there is a full service bar here. This is the Sunset Bar. Beautiful, absolutely fantastic, picturesque views that you can get here if you're on a sea day or at port. Just fantastic. You know, you essentially get 180 degrees of, you know, just open air. And we're going to go back into Ocean View Cafe now. It's not a huge space at the Sunset Bar, but there is a decent amount of seating area there if you want to get a drink or have a bite to eat. I'm just going to fast forward through the rest of Ocean View because it's basically the same on the other side here. And on the port side of the ship, just before you exit Ocean View Cafe, or come in Ocean View Cafe, is the bakery. You got fresh bread. I guess kind of self-explanatory what they have there. If you're in the mood for some carbs, go to that bakery. And coming back out, we are going to be back at the main pool again on the port side. On the left side of your screen, that is the smoking area. So if you do need to smoke your cigarette or cigar or vape, whatever you have, that is where you can go for that because the casino here is non-smoking. You cannot smoke anything in the casino on board Celebrity Summit. Here is the other side, again, of the main pool, the little lounging area there if you want to catch some rays, a little closer of view so you can see more. Another whirlpool on the other side as well of the main pool. Saying pool a lot, aren't I? This is the pool bar, so obviously full service bar where you can get any kind of drink you want here. And now we are back in the adults only solarium. They do have the towel set out now, as you can see, so you don't have to worry about like a towel station or anything. I think they, if I remember correctly, they just have like kind of a hamper. When you're done with the towels, you just kind of throw them in there. They'll take care of them, so that way you always have a fresh towel whenever you come out to the solarium or the main pool. There's the other whirlpool for the solarium too. I think these are mostly loungers on this side of the solarium area. Now that area to your left there, that door we just passed, that is actually a kind of little locker room. That's the men's one, but there is a women's just inside the spa, and they have like a little locker room, a little sauna if you wanted to go in. I don't believe it is an extra charge. Anybody can kind of use that area, which is really nice. That's the entrance, I believe, right there to your left for the women's kind of sauna area. This area here is the reception desk for the spa. If you do have any appointments, massages, treatments, anything like that, you'll check in there. And right here is the waiting area where you'll fill out your paperwork and everything. And this is the gym that we are now entering. Lovely area. I love when cruise ships have the gym at the very front of the ship and they put all of those treadmills right at the very front. So you have the best view while you're working out, if that is your thing. Lots of equipment to choose from. I don't think this is ever really going to get that busy with this much equipment on this ship. A little area for where they do their classes, yoga, other activities. And right there in front of you, you do have some cold towels that you can use and just regular dry towels, which I think is very nice. You know, just keeps you more fresh for when you're working out. Got TVs there, weights, all the good stuff any gym should have. We're going to start heading back out of the spa area. And I believe right to, yeah, there it is. I almost forgot. That's the Persian Garden. So that's where if you have an Aqua Class suite, you can go. One quick here. There's the salon. You can get your pedicures, manicures. Back to the Persian Garden. That is for Aqua Class guests. They do have a free pass for that. So that's all your special saunas, you know, dry sauna, the regular stone sauna, and they also have like the heated chairs and everything there. It's a really beautiful area. I obviously did not stay in a an Aqua Class cabin, so we did not have access to it. And I believe you actually can buy day passes, if I'm not mistaken, if you want to kind of access that area. You know, just try it out, see if you want to do that like a future cruise. So I'm going to speed up the video here. We're going down a couple decks. All the decks that I passed through, there's nothing but staterooms on them. So we're just going to kind of fast forward it here so you don't have to watch me going down the stairs for 2 minutes. And now coming on to deck 5, you're going to find the top entrance to the theater, as it's so aptly named. Not a lot of renovations happened in the theater. It's kind of mostly original to what the ship was. Just some new carpet essentially is all that they put in here. It's still a very lovely theater. It's very functional. They hold all of their main events in this theater, all of the Celebrity Beyond the Podium speeches, and any other little kind of events. You know, if the captain has like a little presentation, stuff like that. We did watch one on our cruise. Lots of seating, nice tables so you can put your drinks on and watch a show. It was a lovely time, lovely theater. Love to go back to it. And right now we are walking into the shops, as it's so aptly called. It's like the theater. The shops are in this area of the ship. It's right in the middle of the ship. All your specialty jewelry stores are located here. On the other side, I believe that's like all your fancy, shiny jewelry that you can get there. I try to stay away from that because I don't need to be spending that kind of money. Lots of high-end jewelry, though, on celebrity ships. They do kind of market that. On your right, that's more of a female-oriented store. This is your perfume store. They do have men's cologne and everything there right in the corner that we just went past. You can get, this is more of the ladies' shop. More women's clothing on that side. On the other side, that's the logo store, so you can buy all your celebrity swag, anything you can find there. from keychains to wine glasses. Now on the left and the small area on the right here, this is the future cruise area. So if you are interested in booking another celebrity cruise, I believe also they can do Royal Caribbean. They're kind of on the same system since they are the same companies. That's where you'll go. They have lots of great offers there from onboard credit and reduced deposits. Now this area that we're going past here, this is your gelato area. We did not partake in any, but it always looked delicious. It was very tempting. It's kind of an extension of the Cafe Albaccio, which is on the other side. We'll get to that here in a couple minutes. Alright, now on the right here is going to be Sushi on 5. Bet you can't guess what deck it's on. It's 5. Anyways, this is your sushi restaurant where you're going to find all the fresh sushi. Geez, I can't say sushi. They are going to make all of your fresh sushi here for you. As you see just off to the left, they do have the open sushi bar where they're going to make all of your rolls just for you. Right next to that is Cellar Masters. This is your wine bar. They have many wine tastings here throughout your cruise, so if you are a wine fan, be sure to stop by Cellar Masters. They do have a full bar right there to the right as well, so if you have somebody in your party that's not really a wino, they can get some different types of drinks, and they do have lots of other types of liquors there. This is the Cosmopolitan Restaurant, but before we get there, we're going to take a little cross of the ship and go over to Blue. Now this is the specialty restaurant for Aqua class. So you get the spa services, or the thermal suite, excuse me, included with your Aqua class stateroom, and you also get this restaurant. It's more of like a healthier style food, but it is different than your main dining room menu. And now heading back over to the other side of the ship, we're going to go into the Cosmopolitan Dining Room. This is obviously your main dining room, which is included in your cruise fare. No charge to go to this restaurant. They usually do have 2 seatings for the cruise, an early and a late. I believe they do both of them up on the top floor here, and they do the My Time dining on the lower level. So this is the top. I'll just give you a quick little peek through here so you can kind of get the basic land, and we'll go downstairs here in a moment so you can check out the downstairs part of it. It is a very beautiful dining room. They totally redid this in the Revolution that Celebrity did a couple years ago for it, and the colors and everything are fantastic in this dining room. Most nights too, also in the Cellar Masters area here, they will have a couple of musicians set up. We're usually around dinner time. Right to my left there, they like to set up. It's just a nice little, ambiance as you're kind of walking through there like we did a lot to get to our dining room, which we just went through. So just a nice little thing to have. So if you do like live music and wine, that is a good place to go, stop, and just have a little glass before dinner. This area here is Cafe Albaccio, lots of seating there. They are known for coffees, teas, and they also do have some little pastries, which actually are included in your cruise fare. And if you do Celebrity's regular pricing, all your drinks are included, including this coffee. You don't have to pay anything extra for it. It's all specialty coffee, and it's nice to have that included. As we wander back into the shops, right on your right there is the Apple Innovations or Celebrity Innovations. I actually didn't see it. So if you want to buy a MacBook, iPad, I don't know if they have iPhones, but they have all of your like Apple products there and some accessories if you do feel like buying those. Again, tax-free, duty-free, don't have to worry about paying anything extra like you would on land at an Apple store or somewhere else. And on the right here, this is kind of a little shop where you can get your alcohol, cigarettes, again at tax and duty-free prices too. They did have some pieces of luggage in there, which I thought was kind of cool, you know, if feeling a little upgrade on your luggage. We are now coming on to deck 4, lots to see here. First, we are going to go on the starboard side of the ship. This is your photo gallery and photo studio, so you can get some professional photos taken in that area right behind me. This is where they'll put all like the photos out that they take of you in dinner time, or you can view it on those little tablets there. Off to the right is the Retreat Lounge. Again, this is a suite area only. That's why it's called the Retreat. And they have little like refreshments and other little stuff there. Just a nice, quiet, relaxing area. If you are in a suite, do sure to check that out. This next area here, right before the casino, is something you want to take a look at if you're on Summit. All of the Millennium class ships on Celebrity feature decor and artwork from old ocean liners, and the Summit featured pieces from the SS Normandy. That was a ship back before the World War. Then they were trying to convert it into a troop ship. Sorry, I forgot the word there. Unfortunately, that ship did burn down during the conversion, so it was a very sad ending for that. I believe those pieces used to be in the Luminaire Restaurant, but since it got its revolution, they removed all those pieces, unfortunately. I'm not sure what they did with them. Would be cool to find out. Obviously, you saw the casino. We'll take another swing back through and we can point some things out there. But lots of slot machines, plenty of space if you're looking to have your hand in a little bit of gambling. As we keep working our way to the back of the ship, we're now entering the Rendezvous Lounge, and Celebrity, I think, knocked it out of the park when they redecorated this area. Look at these chairs over here, the decorations, the woodwork. It's all so beautiful in this space. Right now, it was early in the morning. They were still setting up for the major art auction that they were having, so you can't really see off to the sides. It's mostly just seating, but it's very nice seating back there. There is a full bar, as you can see to your left. And they had lots of activities going on in this space for our crews. We'll talk about that when we circle back around here in a moment. As we come to the very back of the ship, this is the Luminaire Restaurant, and this is for suite guests only, so you are only able to go here if you have a suite, and they have the upgraded food, so totally different than the main dining room, and from what I've heard, it is just exquisite food that you cannot beat. And on the other side of Luminaire, on the other side of the ship, is the lower level of the Cosmopolitan Restaurant. I'll go in a little deeper here so you can kind of see more detail on the lower level. It's much more impressive, I think, on the lower level than it is on the top. And again, I believe this is for the My Time dining on the lower level. If you have the assigned dining, you go to the upper level on deck 5. But it's such a beautiful space. This is another area where I think Celebrity also knocked it out of the park. Just with, like I said, the colors, and they redid the chandelier and everything, and especially with those huge windows here at the very back of the ship, so you can see that wake behind you if you're dining in one of these tables. I would love to dine at one of these tables someday. But as you can see, the chandelier up there is totally redone and everything. The staircase, all the glass around the outside, it all just looks absolutely fantastic. Heading out of Cosmopolitan Restaurant, we're going to go right back into the Rendezvous Lounge so you can see the other side of everything here. Again, like I said, they're setting up for that big art auction that they had today. And the full bar is right off to your left there. That's the stage. They do lots of live music here in the evening times, like right before dinner. And after our dinners, we had some small kind of game shows, which I think that was only for the cruises out of St. Martin in 2021 after the restart. They usually do those in the main theater, I believe I was told. So don't expect them to be here, but it was fun having the intimate setting. And again, the other side, cool little seating there, which they added for the Revolution. It's just beautiful. Coming back out onto the Grand Foyer in Celebrity Summit, this is the Martini Bar, one of the biggest attractions that Celebrity Cruises is known for is the Martini Bar, the dancing bartenders, and doing all the martini flights. If you do want to check one of those out, go to my vlogs. We got a lot there. Crush is just like an extension of the Martini Bar, but it is a lovely time. They have lots of good specialty cocktails there that you can get. Walking back into the casino, obviously, like I said, lots of slot machines. There are no shortages of those. And if you didn't hear before, this casino is non-smoking. The whole thing, both sides, no smoking is allowed. This is the bar that is in the casino. And it was kind of hard to get service here unless the casino was really open, like, and there was a lot of people in it. Like, if there's only a couple people in the casino, it was kind of hard to get service at that bar. But anyways, we'll gloss over that. And coming out of the casino, this is actually where the art normally is, in all these little nooks here. That's where you can go and just view some pieces you also can buy at that nice little desk there if you are so inclined. It is kind of cool to buy art on a ship because there's a lot of stuff you've never seen before. Again, this is just the other side of the photo gallery coming from the other direction. On your right here, that's the photo studio. If you do want to get some professional shots of you and your family or loved ones, you can also do that there. And since we are on deck 4 still, I'll show you the bottom of the theater, literally the theater. We'll see the bottom level of it, that we can get kind of more of a sense on how big this theater actually is. I didn't say before, there is actually a staircase. I think there is one on either side. So if you go on the top and you decide you want to go on the bottom of instead on the bottom half of the theater, you can do that, or vice versa. If you sit on the bottom and you think you might get a better view from the top, you are more than welcome to go ahead and do that via those stairs. And now I'm going to take you out onto what I think every single cruise ship should have. It's really sad when a cruise ship doesn't have one of these walk on promenade decks. It's beautiful because you are close to the water, you're close to the ocean and hearing all of its beautiful sounds. And Celebrity puts lots of loungers and chairs out onto their promenade decks, and it's just a lovely place to relax and just listen to the sounds of the ocean while the views roll by. One thing I do want to point out, there are some smoking areas, as you can see here to your left with the little smoker's hutch or whatever the ashtray are called. There are some on the promenade decks. I'm not sure if there were some on the other side as well, but at least one of the sides there will be some areas there with some chairs and the little ashtrays there that you are able to smoke on. After we come inside, we are going to take a trip down to deck 3. We're all done with deck 4. We're going to head down the beautiful lighted marble staircase here. Right in front of you is going to be guest services. So if you have any issues, questions, that is where you will go. And if you are in concierge class, any of those cabins, your concierge is going to be just off to the left there. So you have like a dedicated person to go to with if you need any assistance. And there's that beautiful lighted staircase that is very iconic for a lot of the Millennium class and a little bit of the Solstice class ships as well. And off to the left of the guest services area, you're going to find your internet cafe. So if you don't have a phone or laptop that you want to use, you can use the internet here. It is pay, so keep that in mind. I'm not sure of the current prices, but all you got to do is just log in, you put in your room number, and you can buy some internet time if you'd like. Going to the other side of the ship on deck 3, you're going to find your shore excursions desk. Now, obviously, we prefer and recommend doing your shore excursions beforehand because it is a lot easier to do and a lot of the times the prices are cheaper. But if you do have any questions or need assistance with anything relating shore excursions, that's where you can find them, so they will assist you. There is a little area right behind the shore excursions desk. This obviously is a time of COVID, unfortunately. So this is where they had all of our COVID testing that was provided by Celebrity. But this is like a meeting area. So if you do have like a company a company event or anything, you can hold it in there. I'm going to speed up the video here because we got to get down to Tuscan Grill and you got to go down this little hallway here that's just staterooms. And this is the other little side or entrance of that meeting space that they were having our COVID testing in. So now we have arrived at the Tuscan Grill. And again, it is way down, located on deck 3. It's kind of off to the side, so not many people know about it, but it is a lovely restaurant. You can get steak, pasta, a lot of other kind of Italian style things. You know, it's a grill. You can get a lot of different things there. It was a fantastic restaurant. I do recommend it. I also recommend if you see a sale, they do happen a lot of the times before you're sailing, get that because you're going to get the best price before you're sailing. And that about covers it for everything on the fantastic Celebrity Summit. I hope you enjoyed our little point of view walk around tour here. If you do have any other questions or just a general comment or anything, please share that below. If it is a question, I'll try to answer it as soon as I can, and hopefully I can also answer it. I appreciate everybody. Thank you so much for watching. If you did like the video, please give it a like, a little thumbs up there. And I do also have some cruise vlogs that are all live now. Be sure to check those out. And if you enjoy all of that content, please subscribe because there's lots more coming. Thank you.